what it is, what it was, what it is, what it does. It's your boy Lean Trucker, back with another.
Why you sleeping on us? Why you sleeping on us? No cap, we gon' have to make them believe us. Yeah, yeah. Wake up.
All right, so this is the Call Me Cooley challenge. He was saying how his truck can change your life. I'm gonna do something I believe is a little different than what most people are gonna do. Shout out to everybody who's gonna do it. I think it's a great and wonderful thing. It's all good. Shout out to my latest subscribers. I'll try to put it on the video here too, where typically when you subscribe to me, if I get the notification, just as a sign of appreciation, I'll put down here in the two corners down here, a little scroll of a little thank you, a little appreciation. I'll put your subscriber name. You know, like I said, just say thank you. And I do have a few shirts I got that I've had come out, including this one. But well, this is not actually out. This is my clothes line. This is not actually out. When I say clothes, I mean at the end I close. Keep it in mind. Anyway, but yeah, let's get into the video. So trucking has changed me. The reason I said different, changed my life, is because most of us would talk about the financial end. You know how it brought that in. And I will say this, it definitely helped me on the end of financial stability. Before I got into trucking, I got in trucking at a very young age. I'm currently 31. I'm sorry, 38. I don't know where I got one from. 38, okay? And at 21, that's the number I was looking for. I started trucking at 21. And it brought stability. I was a typical, I worked at Walmart for about a year, and then I tried to go to school for computer networking. I actually got the degree or the certificate, went nowhere. And it's a whole other story. And I also was a warehouse, typical warehouse guy, learned how to do the forklift, you know, moving heavy things, you know, typical warehouse stuff. So it really did bring stability in my life, where I didn't have to job hop. And then I was making money. You know what I mean? I'm not going to dismiss that part. But the reason why I say where it changed me at, because if there wasn't for any trucking, excuse my little computer, but if there wasn't for any trucking, there would be no Lean Trucker. And what I mean by that was, I was a typical trucker where, when I'm saying typical average trucker, I ate whatever I wanted to eat, like a lot of us do. A lot of us still do, and this is actual people. You know what I mean? I don't want to pick on us as truckers, because this is a nationwide problem where we love to eat. All of us, include me. Okay, but you know, anyway, the point is, when I went to go get my DOT physical 1 year, because I've already was on the line, you know, of a high blood pressure and high cholesterol. But this particular year that I went in, it was at its highest. I don't remember the numbers. I was roughly maybe 30 years old at the time, and the doctor told me, he said, well, you know what, you know, last year you was kind of on the edge. This year, I'm gonna pass you this one last time, but if this happens again next year, I'm either gonna downgrade you, put you on pills, blood pressure pills, or something like that. And I wanted no part of that. I felt like I was way too young. I think I was actually younger than 30, you know, maybe 28, but it didn't matter. I was way too young. When I had a stepfather growing up, his brother died of a heart attack. And when I learned, I got older and learned what a heart attack was, I'm like, when I heard this guy say, you know, high blood pressure and all that, when I learned, because, you know, I was ignorant, I didn't realize that that's what caused heart attacks and strokes, you know, high blood pressure and high cholesterol. I'm like, what? So from that moment on, it didn't fully transform. I didn't fully just transform. I was transformed. I wasn't just this boom, all of a sudden I'm this big, strong. I'm not even big anyway, guys. I'm probably about a buck right now, close to maybe 190. I'm not this big guy. I don't know how I look on camera, but I'm not this big guy. Roughly 6 foot, 190. But anyway, the point is, I didn't figure it out at that time. It took me years of just, you know, being inconsistent. Didn't really want to make my mind up on doing it. I had phases, you know what I mean? Like a lot of people that I know. You have phases where I would go like 1 month strong. I would actually lose like 10 pounds or something, and then I feel good about myself. But then I go right back exactly to the same habits, you know. When I say the same habits, y'all, let me give y'all some real examples. I would go to Wendy's and I would eat, I would order 2 double cheeseburgers, Texas doubles, because I live in Texas, I live in Dallas. They call it Texas doubles. Fun quick story, I found out when I went to Denver over when I was OTR. Yeah, they not call Texas doubles. You know, double. I would get 2 Texas doubles, a large fry, and a large drink. Right. This was when I was in my overweight days. At that point, I was roughly 220, and I've been as low as 170. By the way, that don't work. So dope. You know, sucked up face, all that. You know, I did look good, you know, with the shirt off and all that, but I was like a skeleton, man. But anyway, getting back to the point, I would eat like that consistently, and then that's how I gained the weight. But then when I have my phases, when I go a month, and you know, I'll drop maybe like 10 pounds, and then I'll go back to the Texas double. You know, I would eat a whole pizza. I'm not making this up. I would go to Jack in the Box. Just this is what I ate on a daily basis. I would eat the munchie meal, the one, the stack grill burger. It's delicious. But that with the large fry, 2 tacos, and a drink. So basically, it took me a little while, you know, wrestling with it. But eventually, I finally got to the point where I said, you know what, I have to take this more important. I can't keep making excuses. I got 2 kids that need me around. And eventually, I really dug in and made the change. But that's why I created trucking, because had it not been for trucking, I would have never made that. Well, in my opinion, I wouldn't have had a doctor up until this point in my life tell me, hey, either you do this or it's going to impact your livelihood. Because at that point, trucking was all I knew. Outside the warehouse, that I was going to make decent money, it was only trucking. So that's it, y'all. Thank y'all for y'all support. I'm on the road to 1,000 subs. If you like anything you heard, subscribe, comment. That really helps. Like the video. Comment down below anything you want to see. If this is your first time seeing me, I have my own authority. I didn't mention that, but now I have my own authority. I pretty much stay local, and I'm running flatbed out of the Dallas area. And then, of course, I'm into fitness. I show, you know, gym clips and stuff like that. But yeah, that's it. Hit the notification bell, because, you know, YouTube don't always tell you anything, all right? So now going into my closeout, what I was talking about in the shirt. Keep it in mind, stay on the grind, one day at a time. Salute.